To you. So I get exactly what you're saying. I can understand that the person with the suit, versus the person who's casually dressed and maybe more knowledgeable. Okay, so if you're not going to, necessarily put on the suit, so how do you get people's attention? There's two options. What's gonna
social media.
Okay.
Because so
Credibility.
this is what so when I talk about stocks online, I post what I think is going to happen, and then I post the result. Okay. And if I'm freaking right, I'm right. So it don't matter what I look like. It don't matter how I said it. I'm right. And if you fuck with what's right and somebody that knows what they're talking about, then I got your attention. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're upset in my communication style, huh?
I knew Kyle was about to say something. I was looking at him. I'm like, what are you about to say?
If you don't like my communication style and all that, and I get it, but I am what I am, and I'm gonna be. So okay, I watched this TED Talk about Malcolm Gladwell, and it still impacts me to this day. And Malcolm Gladwell was talking about he got commissioned by some company that makes pasta sauce, pasta sauce in the supermarket, whatever. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, they would just have one pasta sauce, and they said, find out what the best pasta sauce is. Like, how sweet should it be? How thick should it be? Should it have tomatoes? What should it have in it? And he kept getting scattered results every time he would do the test, and he actually couldn't figure it out. It was years later. And it dawned on him that there is no perfect pasta sauce. There are only perfect pasta sauces. And what that means is when he broke them down into extra chunky and then had 3 options as extra chunky, one of them was way higher. So people would like it at 80% versus the generic one would only be at 60% of people, because the people that like extra chunky sauce really like it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so if you have meaty sauce, people like that. Right. And so if you're trying to give somebody something super generic, most people don't like it. Right. Mm-hmm. That's why you see craft beer now, everything is specialized. Yeah. And so I think that just go into hard on what people fuck with about you.
I like that.
Okay. And I really believe that. And it has the consequence of you're happier because you're being yourself. You're not having to adjust your personality or character. If you like Jess likes to get dressed up. So that works for her anyway.
That's just me.
It's not, she's not doing.
I've been getting fly for days. Right. What you mean? Since a baby. I'm going to be fly.
But she's not doing that to impress them, to sell to them, and get them to do business with her. She's doing that because she likes to do that.
Right.
And so that's way different than putting on a suit because you think you have to.
And I think that was a learning curve for me because, like I said, I used to dress up because, one, I get on a black guy. I'm a big guy. So
there's a lot of pressure against all this stuff.
I'm
because look, regardless, this is the thing that, any white listeners, if they haven't already left, is that we are conscious of all these things at the same time. I call it blackanoia, where when you go in a store, you're aware, you're a big guy, and you're darker skinned than I am. So you're I might be frightening to people. And, you don't have to act on it, but that is in your head. That's something that's happening. Mm-hmm. And I feel like people don't understand, non-minorities don't understand that it's a double consciousness. I'm aware of how you're perceiving me, and I'm also aware of myself and how I feel.
Mm-hmm. For sure.